what up guys, it's your boy here, Judah Yugi, giving you another Yu-Gi-Oh! RGB episode review for you guys. This was a really entertaining episode. This was actually really fun to watch. I just finished watching it again, I think for the second or third time, because I wanted to, refresh my memory on everything that happened. But this duel was really great. I didn't realize it the first time, but after watching it again just now, I'm like, wow, there was a lot of strategy involved in this game. Like, in this episode right here, like it was just back and forth the entire time. They were throwing combos left and right. You know, there were so many times when you thought Aster would win or that Yuya would win, and they were just tugging at each other back and forth. And those are the duels that I actually really love and enjoy. Like, whenever I see duels like that in the show, where it's like this constant back and forth, and they're trying so hard to really like knock the other person out, but like they can't do it, or there's all this strategy and combos involved in countering each other and stuff like that. So it was so much fun to watch. I can't believe how really entertaining that really was. With Yuya the entire time going on, with his entertainment style dueling, and he was really turning the duel around halfway through the episode. The whole episode was just focused on the duel. There was no other side stuff going on. It was just completely focused on it, which is great because we got to end it in this episode and end it, fabulously, I guess, because it was really great. So Yuya is trying to, as we know, trying to get through to Aster because he knows that he smiled when Yusho dueled him. So he basically knows that he's already smiled, so he just has to break him, basically. And Yudo's saying, oh no, why are you still going on about entertainment and all that stuff? Like, if Yusho couldn't do it, then why could you? But Yuya knows that it worked, and he doesn't care. He's not listening to Yuto. He's like, whatever, I'm going to do this my way, no matter what. I'm going to go through with my dueling the entire time, which is great for his character, because he's just owning it now, like, especially in this episode, like, you really see, like, he's owning his entertainment style dueling. Like, he's completely confident in this duel. Like, you see him throughout the entire duel. He's smiling, he's enjoying himself, he's trying to speak to Aster through the duel, trying to get to him, with all the moves back and forth. He's really creating this amazing show, and he's just owning it. Like, I'm really, like, this might even be one of my favorite Yuya episodes, just because of the fact, like, he's just owning it, just like he did it with the Jack duel. But that's kind of like when he first started owning it. But now he knows who he is, he knows what he wants, he knows what he has to do, and he's just he's letting nobody stop him from doing what he's got to do. He's not letting his doubts or fears to control him. So that's just wonderful. There was no new cards used with Aster, really. He was the entire time it was mostly just Yuya trying to get over his Dystopia guy. But Dystopia guy, the combo that Aster has with Dystopia guy and that Urban Trap card is a really good combo, because whenever your opponent attacks you, you increase Dystopia guy's attack by 100. That would trigger his effect, and then he could destroy one monster. So that's basically what he keeps doing throughout the episode to get over Yuya whenever he tries to overpower him. Yuya used a couple new cards, obviously not including action cards, but Yuya's going around, jumping around, trying to get action cards to try to counter Edo's moves. But Edo's trying his hardest not to let him get those actions, so he takes the chain that's wrapped around them both, and he tugs it and he pulls it in, so that way he can't do it. But Yuya, he's too slick. He's like, oops. He just jumps the other way. He takes the action cards that's on the other side. He's like doing all these flips and turns. Like, he's kind of a boss. Like, he's really owning it, and it's really great. I just love it. It's just all the jumping around and it's super entertaining. Like, it really fascinates you. You just like watching him jump around, do this, doing all these tricks. Just like Edo can't even phase him that much. And there was one point where it almost looked like he did phase him near the end when Yuya tripped on that rock, and he made it look like he didn't get the card, but he actually did. It was actually like behind one of the rocks in front there that he fell. So I think at least that's what he did. Like he tripped on purpose to be dramatic and make him think he had the winning. And then he's like, oh, no, never mind. I got the action card. He activated it, which allowed him to copy the action card that Edo used. Oh, which, by the way, Edo actually used an action card because Laughmaker, when he's destroyed, he was destroyed by the Dystopia Guy's effect. When he was destroyed, you can special summon the monster from the graveyard, and this was at the end of the duel. But at the end of the duel, he resummons Brave Eyes Pendulum Dragon from the graveyard, which reduces it to 0, and then Brave Eyes, tries to go in for the kill. Aster tries to, he actually activates the action card that, I think that this, I don't know if it's the same one that Yuya tried to get or not, but it might have been the same card he tried to get at one point, because he tried to get an action card at one point, and Aster was tugging at him, and he actually couldn't get the card. Oh no, he didn't tug at him. What happened was he was frustrated, so he activated the field spell, Death Chain or whatever, so you could destroy that field spell around you, including the chain that's attached to you, by discarding cards. So he did that, so that way he wouldn't be able to reach the action card. So Edo was trying his absolute best to not let Yuya have the upper hand on him. He didn't care what tactics he had to use. He's like, nope, I'm not letting you in. It's kind of funny because he's like, no, I don't want you to have the card. Like, it was very fun to watch. And the finishing move was that he activated the trap card to give Dystopia Guy 100 attack, and then he activated someone's effect. I think, oh yeah, the trap card D-Soul that Edo activated to banish a D-Hero to give that attack to the Dystopia Guy, and that brought him up to 1700. Then he activated the action spell card that he picked up to double it. And Beast Eyes had I believe he had 3300 because he gains 100 attack for each monster on your opponent's field that was reduced to 0. And he had 3, and 2 of those monsters were Yuya's monsters that were on Edo's field. So that was really interesting that Yuya gave him those monsters. And then kind of used it to his advantage in a nice combo. Like I'm telling you, the combos in this episode and the strategy involved was so on point. It was really great. And then, Yuya activates an action card to copy the one that Aster used, and then he doubled Brave Eyes' attack, and that's how he won. And Edo falls flat on the floor. Well, actually, before he even falls flat, he sees the fire coming towards him from Brave Eyes' attack, and he's really stunned and surprised, and he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna accept it. He just closes his eyes like he's gonna die, alright, just take me. So it was really funny how that happened, but it was stunning. The whole episode was animated very gorgeously. There was nothing wrong with it. It was animated better than last episode. This was top tier animation right here. This was really, really great throughout the entire time. I was very impressed, and I'm glad they went all out for the finale of this duel, because it really showed. It really did show. Yeah, Laughmaker, that card that Yuya was using, that card is really strong. It's really powerful. It has 2 effects. One effect is he gains 1000 attack for each monster on your opponent's field that had their attack increased or decreased, or on the field or something like that. So there was 4 monsters on Aster's field that, yeah, I think 4 monsters that had their attacks increased on the field entirely. Sorry, it's not his field, it's both fields. Because of the Smile World spell card increases all monsters' attack by 100 or 200. Yeah, by 100, I think, or 200 or whatever. But yeah, so he basically gained 4,000 attack points. So that's ridiculous. The fact that he could just alone gain so much attack just by having the combo of Smile World, just by having that card. So now Smile World is actually becoming a good card because you're just actually having cards to combo off with Smile World's effect, which makes it a great card now with Laughmaker. So it's just awesome. Yeah, that card is just super strong entirely. Yes, throughout the duel, Yuya was trying to, like I said, connect to Edo, so he decides to kind of win with Brave Eyes with Fusion Summoning, because he's like, alright, if Fusion Summoning is what you want to do, I'm going to use Fusion Summoning to try to speak to you. And what was interesting was that when Yuya tried to do that and he did the whole combo with Brave Eyes to attack. And then Edo was like, fine, you know what? He set aside his pride and he's like, all right, fine, I'm gonna activate my action card now too. You know, he set aside his pride and he activated it. He's like, all right, fine, if you want to speak to me through fusion, I'm gonna speak to you through action dueling, which is, you know, their style of dueling. And you know, that was really great. Sakaki Yusho, like they had a really long flashback with Sakaki Yusho and Edo's Phoenix duel, and you know, Sakaki was like really trying to talk to Edo, and he was like, he looked kind of sad too, because he's like trying to explain to him like, oh, you know, dueling is meant to smile, to be happy, to enjoy yourself, and this and that, and Edo just wasn't hearing it. Well, he was hearing it, but he wasn't accepting that fact, and like you could see that Yusho was actually really upset. Upset at that. He was sad. He's like, wow, like he really doesn't. He's never smiled during a duel. He's never enjoyed dueling, and that kind of made him sad. So I found that like really interesting. You know, it's just nice. Like he really wants people to enjoy dueling, and when he sees that somebody doesn't enjoy it, like, you know, it kind of upsets him. But Edo can't deny that he smiled during that duel no matter what. Like, he's trying his hardest, but in the end he accepts it. He lost to that style of dueling, and then whatever, the episode ends with Noboru calling in the not Obelisk Force, but the Obelisk students, reinforcements, so they surround Edo and Yuya. And that's basically how the episode ends. So the episode entirely was just fantastic. Just so you guys know, Edo's story is not over. I mean, maybe he will turn to the good guys, or maybe he'll stay as commander. He'll try to convince a Caballero. I'm not sure what he's going to do from this point on exactly, but his role is not over. He's going to do more. So, and the reason why is because of this. So, spoiler alert, get out if you don't want to know this. Recently, Konami released a new Destiny Hero Fusion monster that's going to come out. And that Fusion monster is going to be a card that Edo's going to use in the anime, most likely. So, he's definitely going to duel again. This is not the last we're going to see of Edo. This is not the last time we're going to see him duel. He's going to duel again, and he's going to summon that new fusion monster that I saw. And it looks really cool. It looks really badass. I don't know what it does. The image was blurry. But there's a new D-Hero Fusion coming out, and I pretty much can guarantee, for the most part, like I have a really strong feeling that he's going to fuse that new monster. So maybe he'll be fighting against Academy, or maybe he'll still be fighting with them. I don't know what's going to happen exactly with him, but he will duel again. This is not the last we're going to see of him. And there's more cards to come. So don't even stress that out. You know, just relax. And, you know, Edo's story is not over. And, you know, it makes sense for his story to be over, because his character Duel came from the idea that he met with Yusho and he dueled with him, and that he had an entertainment duel with him and he actually smiled. So he already kind of had that implemented into his story, so it makes sense that he was able to turn so quickly. And also for the Tyler sisters, don't worry, we're going to see them duel. Clearly they're not turning against Academia. They're still dueling for them. Yeah, Grace is, you know, enjoying the dueling a lot and this and that, but she's not saying, oh, screw that, I want to go with Yuya. No, she actually wants her revenge against Yuya. In a fun way, I guess, but she wants her revenge against them. So they're still evil, they're still bad. Gloria's obviously, she's still doing her own thing. You know, she's not concerned about trying to join the Lancers. She's actually upset that the Lancers are beating their, like, strongest members and this and that. But Edo's not done. The Tyler sisters aren't done, so try to relax. Someone losing a duel doesn't mean that that's the end of a character. Like, people need to stop being so dramatic. Meaning, oh, well, he lost, that's the end of that character. Unless that character dies, that's not the end of that character. You know, unless their soul gets taken, then they're perfectly fine. We'll still see them duel either on the opposite side or on the good or bad side. Either way, we're going to see them more. So don't even stress that out. You know, just wait and see. I think this arc is coming to a close, possibly, just because, like, it seems like in the next episode in the preview we see that we see Sakaki Yusho, we see Yugo, we see Yuzu, Alexis, we see Dennis, we see all these characters, we see everything coming together, we see everybody coming together. Not everybody, but like, just like we see all the characters kind of like uniting in a sense. So I think we're slowly starting to get out of the Xyz dimension. Like, we're about to get out real soon and go to the fusion dimension. Or at least the rest of the gang is going to go to the fusion dimension. And then that's when the story is going to be, things are going to get good. Because now it's like the whole Academy of School versus all the Lancers that we have so far. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. But next episode is going to be really good. So, I'll be there to review it for you guys and tell you guys what I think. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It was a really fantastic duel, really entertaining, amazing animation. I really loved it. Really great episode. Definitely a very top 10 worthy type of episodes. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Yeah, thank you for everything. God bless you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you thought of the episode. What was your favorite part? What do you think of Edo? Do you still like him? Blah, blah, blah. Are you complaining or whatever? Yeah, just tell us what you thought. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Gotcha!